this is Soundout here, and today, I received my super special secret package, and here's part 1 of it, the Kamen Rider Dragon Knight Deluxe Advent Belt. I got it from Amazon.com. I did not buy it at retail, but it has been found at retail. I just didn't buy it there. I bought it off of Amazon.com, mainly why it came in a package. Here it is in the packaging. This is brand new. I mean, this probably wasn't even on a store shelf. You see on the back, it advertises the drag visor and the Advent belt. Same store. I can't read it anymore. Just how I know this is like factory new is that this tab to test the sound effects was still in there. So yeah, that's a preview of the sound effects. That's the Try Me feature. Nothing else happens in here. You see the rider cards up here. I'm not first to review this, unfortunately, but at least I get to show it in the package. Alright, so stay tuned for the rest of the review out of the packaging. Alright, here we are back with the Advent belt out of the packaging. And this is all what you get. You get the main belt, you get the Advent deck, you get 6 cards that are double-sided. This is the only toy in the line, I believe, that doesn't come with any Advent cards. It comes with rider cards. That's what they're called. So for the rider cards, you get Strike on one side, Camo on the other, Wing Knight on one side, Thrust on the other, which is kind of interesting because Wing Knight and Thrust fought a lot. Incisor on one side, Siren on the other. Yay, that means they're making her Advent cards, most likely. Axe on one side, Wrath on the other. I still didn't get that right. There's Wrath. I'm wondered why they didn't put Axe and Spear on the same card, but they put Axe and Wrath. Torque on one side, Sting on the other. Dragon Knight on one side, Spear on the other. So there's the other sides of those cards. Now these cards are actually weaker than Advent cards. Example, they are made of lesser. These are more sturdier, which is really weird, I think. But yeah, so how this works is you get one Advent deck. It's shiny. You see my camera there. It's shiny on these sides here. It's got a little spring load feature here. Very springer. Very springy. Oh, sorry. That's very fun to push down that. Now it works is they give you 12 of the 13 of the 15 decks that are used in the show. The only ones they don't give you are the 2 Survive decks and Onyx's deck. So you just slide the card in here. And then there's Camo's deck. Flip it around and you got Strike's deck. And then here's Thrust's deck. So it does give a nice effect, and it does save on costs, so you don't spend $100 on a belt, like many people in Japan, I think, did. And in the U.S. spent even more for that CS belt. There's Wing Knights, Sirens, Incisors. But yeah, they just slide in because of these little tabs, and they stick in there pretty well. There's Wrath, Axe, here's Sting, and Torque, and Spear, and then Dragon Knight. So pretty cool. I guess you can also say Blank Knight's deck is also missing. Now, if they don't release like more of these cards and other things, then you might want to get. I'll just put Wing Knight in there because he's apparently my favorite rider. But yeah, so that way the decks. I'll just put these off to the side for now since that's pretty much all they do. They don't do anything else, but so I should have Wing Knight's deck here. So I hope they release more rider cards. If they don't, you know, they're kind of easy to make. You print them out on some card stock and then like double it up, and then who knows. You probably can make your own somehow. Now the Advent belt itself is actually pretty big. The bulk of everything you get here, you can see it's nice and hollow in here. There's a couple connector plugs we'll get to in a minute. It's got nice paint details. On the back, it takes a AAA battery, or I think one AAA or two AAAs, I'm not sure. And then it's got the belt, which is, no surprise, smaller than my actual waist. If the Japanese belts are too small, do you think the Americans would be big enough? No, not really. Now there's only 2 sound effects built into this toy, which is kind of unfortunate, but okay. You can get here. One of them is when you turn it on, you just kind of sounds like the Advent belt energizing. I'll turn this off again. Alright, I'm going to play the sound. This is the sound from the show now. Now this is the sound from the toy. So very interesting speakers right there. And then you also get the other sound after you take the deck. So you get your deck here and just plug this in like this. It's a Kamen Rider and doesn't sound exactly like the show, kind of like. I'll play the show sound now. Alright, so then here's the toy sound. Yeah, you can see it's a little bit better now. Now, how this works is that you push this lever and it spins the deck, and reflective surface keeps that little symbol there, which is kind of cool. But unfortunately, most of the time, you're going to get the shiny side. Thus, when you push this, you press that to stop it, so the deck's in front. Pretty neat, you know. A lot of work, I know, but and it sometimes gets jammed this way, but easy fix. Now I think they could have done this a little bit better, where the deck would go in without having to attach the 2 tabs if they made that spinning part a separate panel that you slide that deck into and then press the button and spin. But yes, this button does come in handy. Now you can put Advent cards in the deck, of course. You just have to take the, Advent cards. Whoops. I'll just not forget. I'll forget that one. You just press this down and you can put 1 or 2 cards in at a time. If you're trying to keep any order, you gotta kind of keep, 1 card in at a time. But you just load the deck like this. I'll come back when I have the deck fully loaded. So there you go. I got, right now, 13 cards in there, I believe. Or is it 14? I don't know. I think I got 14 cards. So I got 13 in here because I dropped one over there and I don't feel like picking up yet. So that, and I think it can hold about 17 cards because, there's still some leeway in there. So that's pretty good because the Japanese decks I've heard and seen that can only fit like 5 or 6 cards. So that's pretty neat. I'll plug the deck back in here now. So yeah, you can most likely store all your Advent cards in here. I hope they release, I think there's only one other Advent deck coming out. It's a fully molded Dragon Knight deck that comes with this thing called the Transformation set that comes with a mask and a belt and a bad belt, but I think the deck will be useful. But there it is with cards. Now, drawing the cards is kind of hard, but if you hold this button down, it keeps this in place pretty well, and yeah, you'll grab that a lot. And then just pull this out, and there's your card. So pretty neat little system there, and it works even better even with the drag visor, which is my next review. So that's pretty much it for the Kamen Rider Advent belt set. I would highly recommend it. It has been found in stores. I just bought mine on Amazon.com. I did not buy mine in stores. But there you go. So, until next time, this is Soundout saying stay tuned for more Kamen Rider reviews, and go check out the drag visor. It's up next. Yay! Goodbye.